Yeah, mic check, mic check. Mic check. Pillagers, can you hear us? We are live. We're just a few minutes late. Just doing a sound check. I need everybody here to chime in. Bobby Wasabi to my right.
What's happening, Vinny? I see you, bro.
Che to my left.
What's good, Raider Nation? How y'all living, man?
And hanging the anchor is Raider Kane.
What's up, nation? We out here.
Yeah. All right, it looks like we're good to go, man. The Pillagers are ready. They're hungry. They're ready to get after it. Let's get this whole thing started. So do not attempt to adjust your horizontal or your vertical. Do not check your sound system. There is nothing wrong. We have assumed control. This is not SAP Broadcasting. This is Diversity in Raider Nation. We bring to you the number one, the most grounded, the most live, and in effect every single whole game at the Oakland Coliseum, the Pillaging Podcast. And now, your voice of the Pillaging Podcast. That was a close one.
That's right.
Bobby Wasabi.
Whenever you're ready. Usted está escuchando al Pillaging Podcast, un miembro del Crow's Nest Podcast Network, acompañante del Podcast Network, el PJ4F.com, el número uno podcast en Raider Nation. No me chingue la madre, por favor. Están escuchando cada semana y cada domingo, exactamente cada hora también. Por favor, llamen al 408-909-PGFF. Y así estamos aquí con los meros pachangueros. Tenemos a Kenny Stapler y a sus compadres que siempre hacen desmadre, al Kane y al pinche Che.
Pinche.
Hey, I forgot to give a shout out to DC4LCustomTees.com.
There you go.
Porque esos güeyes saben cómo la hacen y cualquier camisa que quieran, nomás eslen un DM. Pero nomás cuidado porque está casado.
A shout out to your boy, Just Win Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
Y también a Johnny en la onenation.com. Porque ya saben que este güey, aunque está un poco loco, sí sabe cómo hace. I love you, Johnny.
The man we really need to give a shout out to, come from behind the camera, is your man, Sammy Quasar. He's in control of crowd control. He runs crowd control every single week and camera and all video programming here. So shout out to him. He's the guy that keeps drunk people from running into cameras, basically.
That's right.
And he does a damn good job of it. And a whole lot more. First one on the canopy. First one on the limo, Charlie Mack. Sammy Quasar. We got a big show for you guys this week. That's right. We're ready to get into it right here.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, we already did the rundown. Kenny Stapler to my left,
Your boy, Che.
to his left.
Your boy Kane. What's happening?
And you already know Bobby Wasabi.
That's right, everybody. We're shaking.
The official voice of the Pillaging Podcast. I feel like you're the official announcer of the Pillaging Podcast.
I'm the official SAP announcer of the Pillaging Podcast,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I'm that guy that announces a squirrel
Yeah.
on the little boat. That's me. I announce that, dog. You should listen to me announcing that one cat running onto the field.
There
It
you
was
go.
awesome.
There you go.
It changed everyone's life. It was like Sábado Gigante and like Telemundo all in one.
Hey, that shit is dope, Bobby. That's dope.
Stopping by today, we're hoping for Anthony Galaviz from the Fresno Bee.
All right.
He had seen us last week. I told him to sit down with us this week if he sees us again. So we're chasing him right now. If he comes by, we'll grab him. Also, a frequent guest of our tailgate, but not our show, is Dan Miller,
There you go.
Colton Miller's father.
There you go.
And he's quite the cut-up, I believe.
Oh, man. He's awesome, man.
We'd love to get him in the chair today. We're going to rotate some folks out. We've already met a lot of people from out of state. We got a couple friends over here, Patrick and Jason, throwing down on the grill with their ladies.
Yeah.
And Oak Raider, man, why don't you slide over here really quick? Bobby, if you don't mind giving up a seat, let's get this man on. He traveled all the way from Pennsylvania today.
Woo!
In Steeler territory.
Yeah, man.
He's a member of Raider Nation. Go ahead and scoot up, man. Get as close to the mic as you can. Get comfortable. This
All
is this is a man we call Oak Raider. You've been a member of the blog for a long time.
Yeah, I found it when the day Al Davis died, actually.
Okay.
I was looking for news, and I came across IBABuzz, and I found the blog that day. So it was about 6 years.
Yeah. And this is what, your third home game in Oakland, or how many have you been?
I think so, third or fourth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know Cleveland last year
Mhm.
and Atlanta. And there might have been one other, but I think that's it.
All right.
So, last primetime game, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's right.
So on the blog, you're kind of known for holding like the unpopular opinion sometimes, or what might be too much reality for Raider Nation to swallow, in my opinion.
Well,
Sometimes.
I've been bitter since 2017.
Yeah.
I gotta admit,
Yeah.
I was let down.
Well, you're not the
We're
only
finally
one.
12-4 in 2016.
Yeah.
I thought we'd be about 10-6. We went over expectations, and I really only expected maybe 10-6 in 2017.
Yeah.
And 6-10 was hard to swallow. So I'm at a point where I don't believe it till I see it. We look a lot better the last couple of weeks, so I'm happy with what I've seen so far.
It's a tricky game this week.
Yeah, it's a tricky game.
Yeah.
My first divisional game too, so I'm pretty excited. But
Okay.
I have no predictions other than the fact that, like I said, we've been playing better the last couple of weeks. The guys seem to be buying in. They believe. I don't know if I believe in Chucky, but they seem to, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. I mean, are you watching the games?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
think of the Chucky's so far?
Since Indianapolis, he
Yeah.
might be one of the best game day coaches in the league, honestly. Before Indianapolis, it's a disaster. But it's been a real turnaround. I'm not sure why or how, or if he's just settling in with the talent or what. But
Yeah.
it's been a lot better since Indy.
How do you feel about the Bears not winning a goddamn game since we handed them their asses?
Screw the
In
Bears.
London.
You know, that's,
That's only getting sweeter, man. Welcome to the tailgate today, man. Enjoy yourself. Your boy Raider Forever is about to be here.
all right, man.
Hey, why don't you get on here? Why don't you get on here, Darth Vader, and introduce yourself? There you go. Get close to the mic. Get close to the mic. Is this your first Raider game?
Yeah.
Very first. What's your name?
Maddie.
Maddie, what made you want to wear the Darth Vader mask today?
Because I'm a Raider.
That's
right. Give me a
That's
high
right.
five.
Good answer.
What's your prediction today? Who's going to win, the Raiders or the Chargers?
The Raiders.
There it is. Maddie told you here first. Maddie says the Raiders. Good job. Good job. I like that.
Yeah.
Can you give me a Go Raiders?
Go Raiders.
That's right. Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maddie.
You're welcome. Chargers suck.
There you
There
go,
you go.
Maddie.
I see Daddy's teaching you right. All right. Well, thanks for joining us today, Maddie, on the Pillaging Podcast.
You're welcome.
All right. Just win, baby. All right. Here we go. Let's talk a little bit about this silo that's sitting right in front of
Keep it going, dog. Keep it going, dog.
let's talk about this oil can that's sitting in front of you right now.
That's right. That's right.
This
That's
veritable
right. Look at
silo.
This. Look at this.
It's huge.
This is a beautiful.
Huge.
This is a beautiful thing. This is a chela sent straight from heaven. Straight from heaven. Our boy on IG,
Here it goes.
C. John Fish, came through with some delicious chelas from down south. He brought me specially this Stone Ruination 2.0. It's an 8.5 ABV, and this was filled on November 1st. It was fresh.
Can I mention
It was fresh when he brought it to us this Sunday, man.
we've had to defend this beer from Che at least 3 times. He keeps trying to crack it, but we wanted to do it officially,
Yeah.
and we had to talk him down a couple times off
Yeah.
of this one.
Those are facts. Those are
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah, we're about ready to go into the game, and Che pulls this monster out of the cooler, and he's like, I'm going to drink this while I walk up.
We're gonna do it for real, finally.
And I was like, Che, you need to come
Yep.
to Jesus right now.
No, that's too much beer from here to the stadium.
Yeah.
You
pop
saved
that.
me. You saved me.
Yeah.
Literally
Pop that
25
it's
feet.
a 1.5 minute walk, no less.
Pop that
All right.
pussy, Che.
Yeah.
But here we go.
Stop it.
Here we go, though.
Here it is.
Oh, that's delicious, man. Bitter ends. It's got that hoppiness, man. Not too strong. It's almost, that Ruination's almost like a hazy, man.
Yeah.
It's almost hazy, right? It's almost like a hazy. It's like a smooth drinking IPA. Still got some pop to it. Got those nice bitter ends, bro. That's all you want in a fucking beer, bro.
Yeah.
Ruination. Stone never misses, man. I love Stone. I've been supporting Stone since I was out there in SD myself, though.
Yep.
So shout out to Stone. And shout out to our boy, C. John Fish, for hooking up the fucking delicious chela from down south.
That's
man.
what's up.
And we're going to pass this bitch around, so I hope you guys are ready, man.
And shout out to me for saving your life last week.
Shout out to Kenny, bro.
So let's get right to it, guys, man. Let's get some keys to the game today. I think let's get that out of the way first. We don't know what's coming. As you guys know, these tailgates are pretty wild.
Oh, it gets crazy.
They can get live. So let's get right to it. Best way to look at this, it's two strong passing attacks this week going at each other.
Yeah.
Strength of that Chargers defense is a defensive end. You have what looks like both starting interior linemen for the Chargers out today. Middle linebacker out today. As you know, Derwin James out for the season. Nazir Adderley is out for this game as well. Up the middle, they could be hurt. They have two of some of the better and one of the best corners in the league. However, on the outside, I feel like we can hurt this defense up the middle today.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to
Most
ask
definitely.
you guys, because we talk a lot about this offense, is what does this defense have to do to end Phillip Rivers' life tonight in the House of Thrills in football terms?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you mentioned it. We got to end Phillip Rivers' life. You can't end his life if you don't get to him, right? You got to get to him. You got to get to Phillip Rivers. You got to fucking take his ass down, put him in the dirt, make him unhappy. I want to see Phillip Rivers whining and bitching at all the rest of his teammates, getting upset because somebody didn't run the route quickly enough. I want everybody to revel in that fucking pain, that pain face that Phillip Rivers gives the camera.
Now, ultra violent.
Yeah, that fucking pain face that Phillip gives the fucking camera when shit don't go right. That's what I want to see all day, man. All day long.
All day long. Kane, what do you think about the wide receiver group that the Chargers have now that Tyrell Williams is gone? Them versus the corners that we're going to see today for the Oakland Raiders. And we might see a change with Isaiah Johnson activated already because of the Conley trade. We're seeing Mullen in there now as a starting duo. And Worley has been rumored to be moved to safety at some point. So we might even see some tinkering today. Do you think that's possible?
Absolutely. I do. I think it's possible. I think we facing one of the top passing quarterbacks in the league today. And they're looking at us like we have a hurt or a non-sufficient defensive backfield that Phillip Rivers can exploit. And he can go out there and just pass the ball all day, But I think he's got something waiting for him that he's not expecting today. Mullen is getting better every week. Mullen is shutting down his side of the field. He gave up a big play last week, one big play last week, but other than that, he was pretty solid.
Right.
But the week before that, his own teammate from college stayed clearly away from him. He went after him, and when he dropped that interception, Watson was done.
That was it.
He was done.
Yeah,
He didn't
you're
go
right.
after him no
You're
more.
right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So
true.
Mullen is getting better every week, and I'm loving seeing it. If they think Worley can complement them in the safety position, let's go ahead and do it. Because you're going to need something to happen for this defensive back. We got to stop giving up big plays in the defensive backfield. So if we are going to move Worley to center, let's do it.
Right.
Get that mic on you.
If we're going to move Worley to center,
Move that
let's
mic
do
forward.
it.
Yeah. In addition to that, their run game finally broke out last week.
That's right.
They put 159 yards on the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers had a nice day passing, no interceptions. I think it was sacked 3 times. No, I think they got to Rodgers 3 times. Their defense did all right. They showed out, had him on the move.
Oh, my God.
They held Green Bay 2 for 10 on third down conversions and really just dominated them all day. We're going to have to switch topics right now because, as you already know,
Malcolm,
The
what's
man of the
up?
everybody's
hour,
favorite
dog.
member of Raider Nation has just
Raider
arrived.
Nation favorite,
It's time for the Malcolm Report.
Raider Malcolm. We got
get
Raider
it.
Malcolm in the house.
It's time.
I'm in Oakland, California. My house, the silver and black 3-time Super Bowl champions. And like The Rock would say, it doesn't matter where else you are if you're not in Oaktown tonight, baby.
What's your prediction for today's game, Malcolm?
I want to play. I want to block for Carr. I'm 56. I'll take him to the house. We'll win 62-0.
Oh!
Woo! That's
bold.
a hot take. That motherfucker set the whole stadium on fire right there. God damn.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Malcolm, how long have you been going to Raiders games?
I started, my dad took me, he was a 49er fan, and he worked at Tri-City Auto Supply, and my dad boss John Pereira was a Raider season ticket holder,
Oh, shit.
and he gave me these tickets Thanksgiving weekend. I think it was November 29th, 1978.
Woo.
And I got to see Villapiano, John Matuzak, George Atkinson, my man, the Hitman. I got to see Jack Tatum, Lester Hayes, Cliff Branch, Fred Biletnikoff, Dave Casper, so Kenny Stabler. So that really sticks out in my mind. But I officially became a Raider fan. My dad bought me one of those old school jackets for 4th grade, September of 1972. I was 9 years old. And then me and my friend Duke Lyons in Vallejo, we were switching channels, and we were still reading comic books and watching Speed Racer and Batman. So when we turned over to Raider fans, it was the Sea of Hands game. We saw the assassin. We saw the snake, the ghost. When you're a kid and you're watching superheroes, you see a team with eye patch over their eye, and they have crossed swords, silver and black uniforms. You're just pumped, man. I've been a Raider fan since the Sea of Hands game in '74.
There you go.
What's your favorite moment here in the Oakland Coliseum?
Oh my God! When me and my dad, we went to a game. The Raiders were 7-9 that year. They won Super Bowl 15 the year before, but we went to a Monday night game. I went down to Columbia School of Broadcasting in September of 1981, and they said my voice was too high pitched. I wanted to be another Bill King, and my dad took me to this game about a year before I joined the Army. It was the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders on
Wow.
Monday Night Football.
Wow.
And they just rocked, baby.
Yeah. Man. Malcolm, you got history, man. You got history, Malcolm.
Oh, I love this team. I mean, when they were in L.A. and all these Raider fans abandoned them and went with the San Francisco 49ers, I was in the Army, and I told Joe Montana, the Raiders are my team. I like the Niners, too, because my family's Niner fans. I respect them, but I love my damn Raiders.
You goddamn right.
Yeah.
You goddamn right.
That's respectable. Love them or hate them, the 49ers are a part of Bay Area
They've
sports
won
history.
5 Super Bowls.
What can you say?
You got to show respect for a team that won 5 Super Bowls. And Montana's 4-0. Now that Kenny Stabler passed on, I told Joe he's my all-time favorite alive quarterback. And
Okay.
the man's my best friend, Montana.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
Malcolm, with all due respect, the 49ers tailgate is that way. 49ers down 8.
I know, but you can still be a great
Facts.
Raider fan and still
Facts.
have respect,
I appreciate that.
We
You're
respect you, Malcolm. We know you bleed silver and black, man. We respect that.
and he's
Hey,
a classic
if you cut
guy.
my arm, you're going to see black and silver.
That's right, man. That's right. That's right.
Are you going to follow the team to Las Vegas?
Yes, I already got tickets reserved from Chris Mendeville. Set me up July 25th.
Woo!
I made 2 PSL payments, one July 25th, one the 1st of March this year, and I got to pay $13.31 for the rest of the PSLs, and then my seats are $1,200 a piece. And if, I want some Raider fans here to go with me to the games.
I think Raider Nation's going to travel well. I know Los Angeles Raider Nation is chomping at the bit to have the chance to drive out to L.A. That caravan through the desert is going to be wild on the weekends. It's going to be like Mad Max out there in the wilderness.
It's going to be dope.
Raiders be on Thunderdome.
And at the head of the parade is going to be Malcolm and a diesel-blown doom buggy from outer space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I want an NWO black and silver Hulkamania Hummer V.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Malcolm will be our Mel Gibson of
Malcolm, we love you to death, man. We love you to death.
I want to do over 200 push-ups tonight. I want to blow the roof off my arms. I want them to give out.
There you go. There you go, Malcolm.
Yeah, make sure you drink plenty of Gatorade, man. Stay hydrated.
I sucked down 4 waters. I got 6 throat lozenges. Defense. I crossed up the Lions on Sunday. 3 quarters I yelled defense, and I go, Filippiano, and everybody in my section was cheering with me.
There you go.
So give me a prediction. Who's the breakout player of today's game?
Oh, I love this guy. This is Hulk Hogan Jr. When he runs wild, he's running wild for life. His name is Josh Jacobs, number 28. Woo! He reminds me of Clarence Davis on the sweep. The man is badass.
There you go. You heard it here first, Raider Nation.
Malcolm is the voice of Raider Nation.
You got damn right.
I know somebody else said they was, but Malcolm is the voice of Raider Nation.
I got to do this for Roddy Piper. He's no longer here, but he called me a super fan. This is for you, Roddy. Just when they think the LA Short Kids think they got the answers, we change the questions.
Yeah.
Raider Nation loves you, Malcolm. Thanks for
yeah,
joining
Malcolm.
us, brother.
All right.
We appreciate you, dog.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
I want to say accolades to that guy at the BART train that saved that guy's life.
Oh, there you
Thumbs
go.
up, dude, Hulkamania to you.
I'm glad you brought that up. We wanted to talk about that last week at the BART station. Unfortunately, there was a near tragedy, and a man that you just can't argue with it, an absolute hero. John O'Connor, BART supervisor, saved a man's life last week by pulling him off the tracks at the BART station, nearly just seconds away from death.
Major.
So he will be honored prior to the game tonight, that's awesome. That's a classy move from the Raiders organization, and wow, a true hero. Can't argue with that.
No, absolutely.
That's a testament to what we talked about last week, what we got out here, what goes on out here in Raider Nation in the Bay. You know what I mean?
And one more thing on
Absolutely
Veterans
right,
Day, I want to honor all the troops that go back from Vietnam, Korea, World War II, World War I, all the way back to the Bicentennial, on top of all the other great Raider veteran fans too. And all the veterans all over the world, no matter what damn team they root for.
There you go. There you go, Malcolm.
Okay, guys, I got to go in.
Thanks for joining us, Malcolm.
5 and 4.
Hey.
It's my birthday. It's my 56th birthday.
Oh.
Happy birthday,
My
Malcolm!
jersey. I have the jersey number of Jeff Barnes from the Cal Bears, who won 2 Super Bowls. Jeff's my bud, man.
There you go.
All right.
Hell yeah, Malcolm.
All right, Malcolm.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thanks for stopping by. Happy birthday.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Malcolm.
the man is wet. The man is.
Voice of Raider Nation, Malcolm.
Hey, man.
That's the passion and energy our fan base brings,
Don't-
all wrapped up in one man.
Don't forget who brought you Malcolm first.
Hey, this man shows up at all the events.
You got
Mama
that.
Even
Malcolm.
at the Raider Image.
Oh,
Oh.
who's coming in
Hey,
here
ain't
with
this
us,
the brew
man?
guy right here?
This is our boy, the
Yeah.
Beer King.
I want to know if the Beer King wants to do the 2-minute drill.
Uh-oh.
What's the 2-minute drill? Is it burpees? Is it Prince style burpees? I got this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll
If you
beat
gotta,
everybody right now.
if you gotta ask, man, you ain't ready for it, bro.
What's the 2-minute drill?
There's some shit you might not want to fuck with.
Yeah, man.
Bro, if it has to do with beer,
It ain't got shit to do with beer,
oh,
bro.
no, don't
No,
ask me then, goddammit.
It has to do with the Raiders, dog.
Oh, Raider? Oh, fuck that. That's
If you know your Raiders, you safe.
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
I'm going to fail. I'm like special ed when it comes to remembering names, and I got epilepsy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got a short-term memory. I only remember car, and that's it, because I drive a car. You know, I drive a car, and he drives. He drives down the field, and I drive down the street.
There you go.
So your memories of Gannon are fading.
Yes,
they're
fading.
They're fading
They're
with
fading,
the reverence of car.
Yes. Yeah, so all I remember is I have a car. We have a car in the Raiders. He drives down the street. He drives down the field.
You done drunk yourself retarded, bro.
You know, I know we got Josh Jacobs. I have a son named Jacob, because that's why I remember Jacob, Josh Jacob.
I just watched Half Baked yesterday.
Half
You done
baked.
smoked yourself retarded.
Yeah. This afternoon vibe for a Thursday night game is way different from a morning vibe. You know what I'm saying? Way different.
It's real different. It
Way
is.
different.
It is. It
I
creeps
gotta
up
say
on
it's
you.
Cheers, motherfuckers. Cheers, goddammit.
What Vidal's trying to tell you is he's been drinking since 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. That's
Who's
exactly
you down,
what he's trying to tell
motherfuckers?
you.
Beer King. Don't use my real name, asshole. What the fuck?
It's a Beer King,
Beer
dog.
King.
They didn't hear you,
Beer
man.
King.
It's a Beer King. We'll beep that out. Look.
That's not my legal name.
No government names over here.
No
dog.
governments. No, I got to do a punishment shot now.
Hey, yeah, man, it's the fucking hot sauce, dog.
So we're talking about the keys to this game. We kind of talked about the wide receiver cornerback matchup, and we talked about what we didn't talk about is Josh Jacobs on a pitch count. Last week we saw a very large patch of the game where Jacobs was not featured. Instead, Richard and Washington carrying the load.
Oh, whoa. That's not correct, bro. Josh Jacobs rushed for 28 times for over 100 yards, dog.
He had 28 attempts. That's true.
Well, we
But-
rushed for like 43 attempts
Yeah.
As a whole, you talk about.
as a whole.
Yeah. There was a couple drives in the midway point of the game where they had Jacobs on the sideline.
Yeah.
He did get a lot of carries, but you're seeing that they're using him smartly is kind of the point I was trying to.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because I was
Exactly.
talking about that on social media.
Exactly.
And I don't want to run this dude into the ground.
No,
Listen,
absolutely.
If you watch John Gruden at the coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he had a running back named Cadillac Williams. Cadillac Williams got ran into the ground before the team could get better. He had a good team. He couldn't find the right core group, receivers, tight ends. He couldn't get everything together, but he had a really good running back. He ran him into the ground. Listen, I don't want this to happen to this kid, all right? We need to get this kid some refreshment. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to get him
absolutely.
somebody that can come in and do 10 or 15 carries up the middle. Save him from running into the teeth of the defense every down.
Feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I love DeAndre Washington. You're going to need somebody else. Jalen Richard is not that person. You know, there's a big debate in Raider Nation between Richard and Washington. I'm Washington.
I'm Team Washington,
You know
too.
what I'm saying? I'm Team Washington, all right? Richard can be expendable, especially if you bring back Crowell. And Crowell can run up the middle and will not fumble and has better vision.
Hey, man, I was disappointed when we lost Crowell. I was actually low-key really kind of looking forward to see what he can do in this offense. Just as a contribution, you know.
Right.
Not as a game breaker, just as getting in there.
A RB2.
Yeah.
A good one, too.
Exactly.
And then we don't have to draft one. We don't have
Exactly.
to waste a draft pick on an RB2. We can just bring back Crowell, keep Washington, have that three-headed monster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you, because I know you pay attention, who's your wide receiver of choice coming out in this draft at this point? Is it CeeDee Lamb? Me too.
That's not going to happen, though. Oh, well, you know what? The Bears suck right now, so it just might happen for us. It just might happen.
It might happen.
But CeeDee Lamb's a receiver, right?
Yeah, he's a top 10 pick.
But you would, if the Bears if the Bears end up in the top 5, and I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, right? You take CeeDee Lamb.
Yes, the Raiders have already
5?
shown you that they will reach and take the player they want.
Pause. You're talking about a wide receiver going in the top 5 picks. That's not going to happen. First of all, there is still QB thirsty teams in this league.
Amari Cooper?
Hold on. hold on. There are still QB thirsty teams in this league, okay? And there are good quarterbacks coming out in this draft.
Yeah.
You got Tua, you got Herbert, you got what's his name? Third quarterback, Bronner? What's his name? Nah, I can't get it right now. Can't get it right now.
You can't get it from me either.
Yeah, I can't get it right now.
Herbert and
I don't know.
the guy from
I'm that twisted.
Oklahoma's quarterback.
Drink stone beer,
Hurts.
y'all. It's good for your health.
Jalen Hurts.
Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts. And then, so I think that's going to mix things up at the top. You got defensive players. There's a lot of good players supposedly coming out in this draft, and so I don't get too caught up in where people have them ranked or where they're going to go
Right.
because anything can happen on game day.
I get that.
You know what I mean? And I know Raider Nation is clamoring for defensive picks. Hey, 2 first-round picks and 3 third-rounders, you maybe package and move up. I think out of those 5 picks, we should at least yield ourselves 3 defensive players.
You're not going to have to move up to pick CD Lamb, though.
I don't think so.
If the Bears keep sucking like
Here
they
comes
do.
Juice. I don't think you take them at 4, though, or
No.
5 or 7 or whatever
The
we're
Raiders
at.
have shown that they will
Yeah.
reach out. and-
Yeah.
Have you not noticed that the Raiders have shown that they will get where they will draft a player if they don't the league
Yeah.
told them, hey, y'all could have drafted Josh Jacobs in the 2nd round. He would have been Mike Mayock said we liked the kid, we liked his attitude, we liked what we thought he was going to bring to the team, so we took
Right.
him. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if CD Lamb is there in the top 10 and we get, say, like the 9th pick of the draft, he's there, we need a wide receiver, we need a number 1 wide receiver, then why not go ahead and take him?
Yeah.
Cause if fucking Chase Young out of Ohio State is there, you take that motherfucker.
A lot of people saying he's not going to be there.
He might
He's
not.
a top 3 pick.
He might not. But we're talking about the Bears pick between
There's the man
1
himself,
and
too.
5.
Okay.
If the Bears
So
fall
right now
somewhere
they
in the
sitting
middle,
at 10.
but if the Bears fall somewhere in the middle and Chase Young is there, it's a fucking no-brainer, right?
Absolutely.
It's a fucking
I
no-brainer,
agree
bro.
with you, Chad.
Let my man get
But
in
I
here
just
real
don't.
quick.
I think that whoever
I know.
has
All
the
right,
number
y'all.
1 or 2 pick gonna take him.
I feel you. I
I'm
feel
gonna go
you. I
raid
can't
your
disagree with that.
fucking beer fridge.
Yeah, go get another beer. I knew you were going to grab that beer, too.
That motherfucker's good.
I saw your pants move when I showed you that one.
Focus on nothing else right now. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
I see you. I see you staring at me in the bathroom, too, you pervert.
Some titties right now. I was just like, I didn't want to say it right now.
Oh, shit.
So what's more important? What's more important, bro? I'm asking you. What receiver or defense for the top pick in the draft?
defense,
I
no
think-
doubt,
I
depending
think
on what
defense-
talent's there. But
I think defense is the key to this team.
we need one more. We
You
do
got
need
a
one
solid-
more. We do need one more offensive level to make this offense more multidimensional.
No, mo-
we need
most
something to take the
definitely.
top off these defenses.
Yeah, no, you have to have.
we need something.
You need a receiver that is completely unstoppable, right? You need a receiver that demands double coverage, all that kind of bullshit.
And I'm just thinking realistically. I'm thinking through John. I'm thinking John's going to get who he wants.
yeah,
At the end of the
Offense.
day, John's always going to get the toy he wants.
Offense.
Yeah, so, it's going to go – I think it's a 3-2 split, or maybe it's a 2-2 split if we trade one of those thirds, or maybe it's 2-1. Maybe it's 2 offense, 1 defense. We don't know how this is going to go.
Right.
It's really going to determine, how the Gunther-Gruden relationship when the rubber meets the road is really working. What do you think about that, Mike?
Man, Antonio Brown really let
Get
the
close,
nation
brother.
down. He's off about it too. I was pounding the table for Terry McLaurin. He was there in the 3rd round. You get a guy like that with 4.3 speed, he's going to take the top off of defense. So we got to find a guy in the draft like that if we don't go with a 1st-round wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take a chance on a playmaker. You got to see what he does in college. A lot of times the guys that aren't the highly acclaimed players are the guys you want. They'll come in, they're hungry, and they'll play for you. I think we lack that. We definitely lack a number 1 wide receiver, and I think on defense we lack a truly dominant defensive tackle. I think the Bears are suffering without Hicks right now. The reason why we have 4 wins.
Cleveland
the
Farrell
reason why we have 4 losses is because our defensive
Yeah.
line is not dominating people weekly. And until we stop that, then it ain't going to happen.
So
You know,
in the news a lot lately has been Cleveland Farrell, and a lot of people are critical of his performance. And I agree with what you're saying. I think he needs a counterpart on that defensive line. Because right now we had Arden Key before injured, and you have guys in that linebacker core that can shoot, but he needs a counterpart along that line to help him absorb tackles and increase his opportunities and chances when it comes to a pass rush. When he does get those opportunities, which he's had very few, playing interior defensive line on passing downs and such, which we've covered, before. So, I mean, what's your criticism or praise of Cleveland Farrell?
It's very hard to judge him yet because of all the things that Kenny hit on. Until we can get somebody that consistently can take double teams away from these defensive ends, they're going to struggle. You need that. You need a dominant guy. I mean, look what Bennett did. Look what Halati Nada did. We need a guy like that to push the middle. I was hoping Maurice Hurst could do that. I don't know what's up with my boy Mo. I was all over that guy in the draft, but I just don't see him pushing the pocket yet. I think Jonathan Hankins pushed the pocket. He was a really good addition. So we need a guy like Jonathan Hankins that has a little bit more quarterback pressures every game. We need a guy that gets one quarterback pressure a game. That's why I'm talking about Leonard Williams.
I know I speak for Che and Kane when I say I was really hoping Anthony Rush would get a shot with his team.
Man, we let another guy go. It was like Hester last year. I think coaches have favorites. I think that's really what it boils down to. They want to stick with veterans. Maybe Buckner, he likes some guys, but to not have Rush get a chance, that is a guy, I hope he doesn't go on and be somebody because.
Well, I hope he does for him, but it's a bad look for us.
Yeah,
it's a bad look.
So,
because he showed out in the preseason, man.
Defensively, here's the thing.
He worked his ass off in the offseason.
The best defenses I ever saw had a stud on the defensive line, a stud linebacker, and a stud in the secondary. That's what I want to see. I think Abrams is our stud. I know Kenny's been preaching about him, that we really miss his dynamics back there. If we had him back there, I think things are different. Maybe we have another one game in the schedule that we win.
Abram and his instincts he cancels somebody every game. He only played one game, but you could just see it. He had the instincts. You could see it. In one game, you could see it. The kid showed up. He was a playmaker.
Had the instincts, had the attitude, had that swag, and that's what it's all about.
And he had the playmaking ability. Exactly. He had the vision. He saw the field like Charles Woodson. Hey, that day, that was the night I said, okay, you know what? You got 24, my brother. You earned it. In just one game, I looked and saw you can make plays like Seawood.
He showed out.
Like W. Wood. Like W. Brown. He didn't carry 24 on the defensive side. He got that, man. That's
big issue with the defense. Every year, we continue to play the insanity definition. We change the green dot every year. Nick Roach.
We need a middle linebacker. That's as simple as that.
Come on, man. There's been some guys, Curtis Lofton. There's been guys that come in, they look good, but let's just draft a guy. I don't care if he's a second or third rounder. Draft somebody that you think is well-rounded, who has
passed on
intelligence,
Miles Jack. That pissed me off.
IQ that can stop opponents in the middle of the field, because if we still get killed in the middle of the field, you need a guy that can go sideline to sideline. You need a guy that can take on the best tight end on the opposing team and stop the best running backs on the opposing team. We do not have a linebacker that does that consistently. Now, I like Nicholas Morrow, what he brings to the table. That guy, for what he is, he's got speed. I don't think he's what we need, though. I want like a really, truly dominant player on our defense at linebacker. I really do.
Well, for me, where a tight end is concerned, that will be a strong safety. We got,
Not always, though,
wait, let me finish.
Go ahead.
Carl Joseph made a play in the end zone last week. Carl Joseph is a little guy who plays big. He came out, he was touted as that in a draft. He showed it last week.
I've always been a
You know
Carl
what I'm
Joseph
saying?
fan.
Okay, so when I think of middle linebackers, I think of a linebacker that can cover running backs out the backfield. You know what I'm saying? And Whithead he sucks at that. You know what I'm saying? He's not good at it.
He does.
Bring him over.
Running backs cook his ass out the backfield, and that's what we're missing in our
Luke
middle
Kuechly?
as a middle linebacker.
How about Luke
and somebody?
Kuechly? Are you comfortable putting him on Zach Ertz?
He's not. That's not who we. But I'm talking about what we got right here on the team
I get
right
it,
now.
brother, but
You know what I'm saying?
I'm asking you, are you comfortable with putting Luke Kuechly on a guy like Zach Ertz?
Absolutely.
Okay, then there
Absolutely.
you go. That's the middle linebacker I want. I want somebody like that.
But
And that's the guy who's
in our
gonna be the
defense,
quarterback
the
of
middle
your defense.
linebacker don't. Okay.
That's all I'm saying, brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
But I
that-
get what you're
yeah.
saying about safety. We do need a dominant safety. I get it. But I think Abrams is that guy. Abram is that guy. He might not be tall. He's not the prototype 6'2", 220-pound safety, but he plays.
He's
big.
He's going to be your free safety. He's going to be your free.
Right.
He's going to be the deep safety.
I've said this before, and
We looking for, and I think they if they don't keep Carl Joseph on this team,
a mistake.
it's going to be a mistake.
I agree.
It's
I
go-
agree.
He plays
Hey,
tough
he
in the
called-
box.
Look.
He
called
might
that
get burned
timeout,
against a
brother.
Travis Kelce or whatever, but what safety can guard Travis Kelce?
That's true. That's why I want a
Yeah.
guy like I want a Ray Lewis. I want a Luke Kuechly. I want a Pat Willis.
Can they guard Travis Kelce? They get burned. Who can guard any top?
Well, they can run him
Waller.
down. They can run him
Waller
down.
burns
They got
people.
4.4
There-
speed.
Look, man, there are tight ends out here that they just gonna make plays. That's just what they do.
I agree with
but
that.
we need a linebacker that can stick with them. Go ahead, my brother. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's
no,
all-
no. Let Kenny.
Okay.
Kenny
Oh.
trying to speak. Go ahead, my
Go.
brother.
I was just gonna say, man, with Abram back in the mix next year, I like the combination of him and Joseph and somebody else rotating in,
Amen.
a la an Eric Harris or another free agent pickup that we maybe come across. You know what I mean? I would like to see KJ too. Sometimes I wonder if that's just my Raider fan emotional side speaking out. You get attached to seeing players in certain uniforms. You know what I mean? And I think he's an asset more than he hurts us on this team. But we're missing Abram right now to bring it back to where we started. I mean, I think that's where it ends up.
Don't you think that the whole position looks better with Abram and
Yeah.
Joseph back there?
Exactly.
Rather than Joseph trying to do both him and Abram's job. 'Cause
Exactly.
that's what he's doing.
That's
And
exactly.
he's fucking out of position because he's trying to do two jobs
Yeah.
at once. And I keep saying this. If we just look at the film, Joseph is trying to do too much.
And I'll say this, Eric Harris has bailed Worley's ass out a number of times this year. I know a lot of times on these deep catches, you see Eric Harris making the deep tackle. Yeah, go look at where Worley's at. Sometimes he's sitting on the ground. I know we had a picture-perfect interception last week, and I'm not hating on American Ninja Worley at all. I like to call him that because he wears the ninja mask on his face. But we just need help in the secondary, dude. We miss Abram. I think you add a linebacker in the middle. You got Cleveland Farrell down on the line, and you're still missing somebody on the inside, also to your point, and that's what this team needs next year in the draft. But before you get out of the seat, because we have a special guest coming in here too, I want to ask you really quickly in 30 seconds or less, what's one key to tonight's game, and what's your prediction?
Got to get pressure on Rivers. We do get beat by great quarterbacks, but he's not a mobile quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, like Patrick Mahomes is, like Deshaun Watson. So I think he plays right into what we've been doing. I really feel like we can get pressure. I think their O-line is decimated right now. They're coming back. Okung's coming back, but we don't know if he's 100%. I think we really need to get a little bit, I think we need to be aggressive on defense, especially I hope we get a quick score so we can play aggressively on defense. Put pressure on Rivers early and often. That's the key to winning tonight's game. And also keeping that running game going, my boy Josh Jacobs.
Give me a prediction.
I said earlier it's something like 33-24 Raiders. I think we win by almost double digits today.
Okay.
I just feel like we're going to build off last Sunday's game.
Hey, brother, last game underneath the lights here in the Oakland Coliseum.
Oh, man.
I want
It's
you to
gonna be
enjoy it,
special.
man.
It's going to be
I
special.
want you to enjoy it.
Love Raider Nation, man.
Peace out, brother.
Peace
All
out,
right.
bro.
Wash your headphones.
I'm going to have a beer with you in a minute.
Yeah, we're about to wrap up here pretty soon, but we got some special guests. We got a lot of people standing around here, people that flew in today to hang out and tailgate with Raider Nation. Whoever we got next, come on and step on up and have a seat here on the Pillaging Podcast. My good sir, put these headphones on and please introduce yourself. Raider Nation wants to talk to you. What's your name, sir? Introduce yourself.
My name is Hayden from
Colton Miller, Dad, just stepped on the scene.
You're Hayden from Canada? Welcome to Oakland, man.
do it right now.
Why don't
Pleasure to meet you.
What's your prediction really
do it
quick
right
for
now.
today's game?
I'm going to say 27-24 Raiders.
27-24 Raiders? I like it. I like it a lot. Enjoy the W tonight. We're going to have a beer with you here in a minute. Stick around. Stay comfortable at the tailgate. I want to talk to you real soon, all right? All right. How was your trip out here? It was good?
I'm good.
All right. Enjoy yourself, man. Have a good one.
Appreciate you, dog.
We got a very special guest today. If he'll take a seat with us, if he'll be so kind to come sit down and take a seat with us. If you don't mind giving up your seat to Dan Miller, Colton Miller's father here, former.
Yeah.
Dan, once you get in here, man.
Hey.
This is your first time on the show, but not your first time hanging out with us, right?
No, man. Absolutely. Great time.
How was your trip in today?
Awesome.
Pretty
Really
good?
Awesome.
What's your game day morning routine? Do you have one?
Well, basically, last night I made chili con carne.
Okay.
There you go.
Last night was ribs. Every week is something different.
Yeah.
And we got all my boys, and we always come 5 hours early and
Yeah.
ready to party.
Yeah, man.
How long have you been coming to Raider games?
Well, Colt, I have to be honest, Colton got drafted by the Raiders. We were in the green room. He got drafted, and half my family has been long Raiders fans. So we were in the green room. My cousins were all over me. Hey, man, can you believe it? It's fucking Raiders. Raiders.
You can
Raiders.
cuss on it.
No, you cut it loose.
Yeah.
Cut it loose.
Yeah. So I got the vampire blood when he got drafted. I'm all in.
There you go.
That's awesome, man. So for listeners that don't know, don't maybe recognize you, maybe they've heard your voice before, we're sitting with Dan Miller, Colton Miller's father. A lot of people were on your son's back last year. We defended him tooth and nail, just so you know.
Yeah.
Your son fought through a lot of adversity last year and injury and pain and grinded that shit out like a fucking warrior.
Yep.
And Raider Nation, the real fans, we recognize that. Now he's playing his damn ass off this year.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people out there needs to write him an apology letter because your son's a
Well, I'm
fucking
gonna have
beast,
to say
man.
I'm gonna eat crow.
There you go.
I'm gonna eat crow, bro. I love you, Dan. Good man. I love Colton. But when they drafted him, I thought we should have took Derwin James. My bad. You know what I'm saying? He's good. His rookie year was a little shaky, but right now he's doing great.
Oh, he's
You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy we took Colton Miller because guess what? Derwin James ain't even playing right now.
No, he's not.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he's not.
Well, I believe there's only been 5 left tackles in the history of the NFL who've ever started.
Yeah.
And if you look at the last 3 years of left tackles who've been drafted, there's not much out there.
Right.
So left tackle is a critical position.
Oh, most definitely.
And Colton, the first 4 games, didn't give up shit. I'm sorry, didn't give up anything.
No,
You
he
can
didn't give
cuss.
up shit.
Talk shit, man. Talk shit.
He didn't give a shit.
And I don't mean any disrespect to KO because I love KO. He had the same ACL injury that Colton had the 5th game.
Yeah.
He sat out 3 games because he wanted to make sure that his health was good.
Yeah.
Colton's a gamer. He says, I don't give a shit. I'm going to come out and I'm going to play and I'm going to be there. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
That's right.
So,
Well, to
and
be
through
fair,
that experience, walking on one leg,
yeah.
he was able to go at the best, and he did fine. And
Yeah.
now with 20 pounds more, he's balling.
Oh, yeah.
Kalichi was never the same once he stopped eating meat, though.
Yeah.
He changed as a person.
He got paid and changed.
Is he dating Erica Badu by any chance?
Oh.
Yo.
She's known to change the man.
If you see KO wearing a knitted beanie cap, call us right away.
408-909 PJFF.
We'll have to send people after Erica Badu, man, because she's fucking shit up over there.
You play
can't
ball
have that.
yourself, Dan, right?
Hey, Colton is the man right now.
Oh, Colton's killing
Colton
it.
is the man right now.
Colton's cool. I mean, I used to play football, cross country,
Yeah.
class president, different things. So I'm outgoing.
Yeah.
Colton he's all about his. You can't say shit about his team.
Yeah.
Because he backs everybody up.
Oh, yeah.
He's really quiet. He's got a small circle of friends. But if you ever sit down one-on-one, he's a class act. I mean, he's down to earth. He's people. And he's real. He's not bullshit. He's not flashy.
You mean he's just like his father?
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I'm outgoing. I'm like that sales guy.
You are outgoing.
Complete opposite. He's
For
like,
you to
hey,
come and sit down with us right now, that shows a lot of good character right there, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's not a lot of apparent of the players. They think they the player. They don't have to, you know what I mean?
So
well, it's in our family, and I don't know if it's like a lot of people. I was the first one to go to college and graduate. So when our family sees somebody on TV, that got drafted by UCLA, he had 16 offers, and he worked really hard. I mean, he sacrificed so much focusing on football. Girlfriends, he hasn't really had a lot of girlfriends because he's focused on school.
It shows.
He's focused on grades.
It shows.
And he's all about
It
team and
shows.
getting better.
It shows.
And he loves Raider Nation, and he He was pissed off. I mean, he didn't say it,
Did
but
you-
he was disappointed about Twitter and all that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, I don't even see that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't say shit, but
Well, we
now
got
it's
on
come
the
around.
air every week last year, and we told people like Cole Miller's playing through it right now. He's hurt. This guy's doing all he can do.
Yeah.
There's not many people behind him on this team, and he's doing a lot. And we felt good about it, man. We defended him tooth and nail all year. We're really happy that it's paying off for him this year. We couldn't be happier. You know what I mean? We couldn't be. But spill the tea a little bit. Your son's got his hands full this week. He's got Ingram and Bosa on the ends there to contend with these Los Angeles Chargers. When you speak to Colton, what does he tell you about when he goes up against these big matchups like that? How does he feel about it? Does he get nervous? Is he excited?
most of the time it's like just another game.
There you go.
But this game, he says, no, this is going to be a match.
Yeah.
We're going to go ball.
It's
He
gonna-
goes, I'm ready for it, though. And I go, just play through the whistle and make those pancakes, man.
There you
Doing
go.
it
So
every
There you
week.
go.
what defensive end has he said to you, hey, that guy gave me hell today? Like, if it was one defensive end in the league, or matter of fact, let's just narrow it down to the AFC West.
You know,
What guy is he most like, hey, I'm about to have a
I don't think
this
he's
month-
I don't think he cares about anybody. He'll
There you
go
go.
ball to ball anybody. I know Callie Mack at first.
Yeah.
He goes, "Let me do with that," and he was so happy. I remember after the game, I think Carr says, "Hey, nobody touched me all day long, man."
Yeah, absolutely nobody.
So, you know, I don't know. I'm a dad, and Colton doesn't give you that real baby kid smile. He gets it like 2 times a year, and he's had it like 5 times this year. And when he gives you that look, like, because I think he wants to make sure he impresses Dad, and Dad's proud of him, and I think the world of him.
Yeah.
But when you get that look, and I don't know if you experienced that look from a little kid.
Oh,
or
yeah.
anybody.
We all got
you
kids.
normally don't ever see that smile, but when it comes out, it's gold. He's done more of that this year than any other time, so
Oh.
I'm proud of him.
There you go.
Something special, man. Something special. What's one of your best memories since you start coming out to these games? One of your best experiences?
Well, I don't know if you've seen that Mean Joe Green thing when you kind of get the jersey, the kid
Yeah.
throws it to you.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the Denver game, he had his jersey, right? And it's got, you know, the 60, it's got 100 years.
Yeah.
And he goes, Dad, I was going to wash it, but here you go. I go, you do not wash that jersey.
No.
That's the most badass jersey.
Yeah.
Man. Raider Nation going to be able to have some green, all of that. And to me, just having him come out this year, be healthy, balling, that was pretty special for me.
That's pretty cool, man. I can't even imagine. I hope the best for him and for you and your family this year. It's a hell of a ride. Are you looking forward to Las Vegas?
Well, it's pretty exciting. I don't know if I could say this, but Colton's he's moving to Vegas in Henderson on top of a hill, overlooking Vegas. So he gets
Wow.
his keys next week.
There you go.
So he's all in, man.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. And we
That's
hope
great news.
he sticks around for a very, very long time because, man, he's turning out to be one of the best picks the Raiders have ever.
Last year when you saw
Honestly,
me, I was
say
wearing a 77 jersey, and you asked me, what 77 is that? You were walking out of the stadium, and I said, it's Alzado. You said, it's not my son. I was like, no, but I love your son too. And I give you dabs, I give you a handshake. And now your son this year, he's wearing 74?
Yeah, that broke his heart.
Yeah.
It broke his heart. He's been 77 his whole life.
That's the year I was born. I love that number.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Trent goes, come on, that's my logo. That's all this.
Oh.
And Colton's like, hey, man, it's me.
Hey,
The
hey,
other day they did a wrestling match, and Trent's 380, Colton's 328.
Yeah.
So at the end, they got a win-win.
Yeah.
You know, the number doesn't make the player makes it. So
Absolutely
they got a
right.
good deal either way.
I mean, if he keeps playing the way he's playing, there's going to be a lot of 74 jerseys out here. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah,
for
Just
absolutely.
remember, he just turned 24.
Yeah.
And if he gained 20 pounds last year of muscle,
Yeah.
and you see him when he goes the end around, and he goes out there and blocks,
Oh.
what other left tackle can you see that can go out there and make plays downfield? I told
Absolutely
him, you better
nobody.
play through the whistle because Jacobs keeps on going. He goes,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Dad, man, I was tired last game. Man. A lot of work, keep on running downfield.
He really
I go,
gets
hey,
out
keep
there,
it up,
man.
I'm proud of
Yeah,
you.
yeah. He really gets out there. Well, we're proud of you too, man. I like that you stuck to it. You came out here and you let that silver and black flow through you. Admit it, it feels good, doesn't it?
Oh, man. Raiders fans are the best in the world, man.
Appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me on your show.
What's your prediction for tonight's game?
I think we're going to win by 10 points.
There you go.
Okay.
I like it.
I like that.
I think both Trent and Colton and Hudson, they're going to have their whole line out there tonight.
Yeah.
So they're going to show everybody that, hey, they may be rated number 2, but after tonight, they're rated number 1 lineman in the whole NFL.
There you go. Thanks for stopping by, man. You're welcome here every weekend.
Thank you.
You're the best,
All
man.
right,
Thank you.
You're the best, Dan. Thank you so much. Man, how do you top that?
I mean, you really can't.
Thank you so much. Dan Miller, man.
Killed it.
And showing up over here now, we just keep switching out. We keep switching up flavors on you, bro.
It's musical fucking chairs over here, man.
You guys might recognize Juice from the Crow's Nest.
That's right.
What's up, everybody?
That's right.
Yeah.
What's up, nation?
A returning guest over there at the in-studio performances. Now here at the tailgate.
That's right.
Shit just got real.
Indeed.
So you're out here, special occasion you're celebrating.
Absolutely. It's my wedding anniversary tomorrow.
Yeah.
But me and my wife are out here celebrating tonight.
That's what's
You're
up.
absolutely right.
Getting a win, baby. Getting a win for the wedding.
Are you guys staying out here?
I'm sorry?
Are you guys staying out here tonight? Or did you get a room?
No. We're heading
No.
back. You know, we have a sitter and all. So
Okay. So you won't be busting out the lingerie and the pumps and stuff tonight?
they better be asleep when I get home.
Okay. All right. Probably laid out some rose petals like a real G, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I think that's cool, man, that you guys are out here. It's going to be a terrific night. Again, I've been saying all day it's the last game underneath the lights here at the Oakland Coliseum.
Yeah.
That's right. See, every year she wants to go to the night game, you know, so I'll go to a day game with you guys or somebody else, but she always wants to go to the night game.
Juice, the night game's a different vibe, man.
Absolutely.
Can you help explain it? Like, what is it about the Raiders underneath the lights, man?
I'll tell you what. A couple years back, you remember, I don't want to bring up, something crazy, but you remember when we were 0-10 or whatever?
Yeah.
And we played the Chiefs here?
Yeah.
When we won, this place, I felt like the Coliseum was going to raise off the ground. It's just crazy out here. It's the night vibe is something totally different. It's just, I really don't know how to explain it other than it's just rocking. It feels like the place is going to lift off the ground. It's just crazy.
I like that.
Yeah, it's absolutely correct.
That's absolutely correct, man.
How are you doing, partner? Introduce
doing
yourself.
Great, man. I'm JRJ, baby.
My name's Kenny. How you doing?
I'm Jim.
Jesus, Raider
Jesus
Jim.
is in the house.
Well, Jesus, Raider Jim. Thanks for sneaking up on me like that. I didn't recognize you there for a second.
JRJ.
Hey, homie, I ain't getting a hotel sex tonight either, so I don't feel that bad for you.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you know Juice, obviously from the blog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you want to disagree with them on right now?
I'm not about disagreeing with nobody right now, dude. I'm just trying to get the vibe on and get this beat tonight. You know what I'm saying?
You're the first person I ever interacted with on the blog. In a lot of ways, some people might say that you're responsible for this big mess.
Oh, well, that's a good compliment, but I doubt it, bro. But I'm glad you did what you did.
What's your midseason report on this team? Who's been the most valuable player in the first 8 games for the Oakland Raiders?
Well, Jacobs, without question. Gruden, I'm going to give Gruden props, man. That dude's been calling some good games. The mistakes we're making, that ain't on him, man.
No.
Absolutely not.
That ain't on him.
What do you like about John Gruden's offensive game planning? What's really sticking out to you at the moment?
We can, drive down the field at will, dude. And that dude always has a play in his back pocket, and his timing, those 2 fake punts we've had this year.
Brilliant.
The third down and short or long touchdowns we've scored. And I got to give Carr props too, man.
I'm hard
on Carr.
We're converting third down at a rate of 49% right now.
That's beautiful.
It's a wonderful thing, right?
Hell yeah, dude.
And Carr's yards per attempt gone up now. This year, I think we're up to 7. He was like 9% for 2 weeks there, or 9 yards per. Yeah.
A lot of the blog don't agree, especially my boy Oak. I don't know if you know, but my kids got me tickets on Father's Day for this Thursday night game for my birthday, which is Monday. All right, well, since that happened, my boy got with this girl Aubrey here, and so we had to get some more tickets.
Okay.
So I had to buy 2 tickets. So check it out. We're sitting in section 120.
Okay.
And I found 2 tickets, 2 rows back, same seats.
Wow.
So I called my boy Oak and told him, this is a one-time deal for you only. You come out to the Coliseum, I'll give you this ticket, Brian.
That's
We
what's
can
up.
hang out. And that's what's up right now.
Yeah. Pillaging Just For Fun.
With a 13-hour road trip, went to a
Wow.
concert in San Jose last
What'd you go
night.
see? What'd you go see?
We went to see Luke Combs at the SAP Center.
That's fantastic.
Drove right
Nice.
by your place this morning, Gilroy.
That's awesome.
Because we got up at 7 in the morning and went to Half Moon Bay, baby. We ain't even
Oh.
joking around with this shit.
Wow, man.
It's a whirlwind tour.
It's a full Bay
Hell
Area
yeah.
experience. Take it all in.
Gotta do it, man.
You'll sleep when you're dead, right?
Well, shit, I always used to brag about California. You'd go to the beach in the morning, you'd go to a Raider game in the afternoon, you'd be night skiing up at freaking North Star at
Yeah.
fucking night, baby.
That's why
Where
Hol-
else can you do that?
California trivia. That's why Hollywood blossomed to California. They could shoot any terrain within their state lines.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
In the day.
In the daytime.
Yeah, it's in it. Hey, bros, it's great to meet you guys. Che, love what you guys are doing, man.
Appreciate
and keep
you.
up the good work. I got your back.
Hey.
I wish I had your back with some cash, but
Hey, but you're here today. I see where that cash money went. You know what I'm saying? We're about to get off the air. We're going to drink a beer right now, Jim. All right, bro.
Hell yeah. Appreciate
All right.
you, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Hell yeah. That was real natural, man. Jesus
Oh,
Raider
hell yeah.
Jim.
That's awesome, man.
Blog life, bro.
That's wild. You just
That's
slid
that
right in.
blog
You know
life,
that
man.
was who
Those
it is.
those of you who ain't on the blog, it's the place to be, man. There's a lot of motherfuckers on there that fuck heavy with the Pillagers. They fuck heavy with the podcast. They come out here, they support. They spend a lot of money just trying to be around, trying to take all this shit in, man. So come out here, man. Jump on the blog. Talk to those cats, man, because they appreciate all the interaction, man.
We've said a lot. Let's go down the table right now with our predictions.
Here we
And
go.
then Bobby's going to send us off the official Voz de España por Pillaging Podcast.
Fuck that. Voz de Mexico. Fucking España. What the fuck you talking about?
My
Oh,
bad.
I'm sorry.
That's right, dude.
I don't mean to offend anybody, but we ain't from Spain, motherfucker.
I was being
Motherfuckers
too-
from Spain don't look like us.
I was being too literal with my translation. Fuck me, right?
See, that's what happens when you listen to Google Translate, bro.
Yeah.
it just fucks with you.
This episode brought to you by Google Translate. Oye, Google.
Chale, Google.
Chale, Google.
¿Dónde estás? All right,
Oh,
so
man.
So let's start with Juice. What's your prediction tonight? Score prediction real quick.
31-24
In front of it, you're-
Raiders. Who's this guy? You want to?
34-24 Raiders. Juice.
31-24.
31-24 Raiders.
There you go. There you go.
A repeat of last week's contest. Che, what's your prediction?
31-24. Oh, man. So tonight, you know what? I like us winning this game. 37 to 30.
Woo.
Are you guys ready?
You set the stadium on fire, too.
Are you guys ready? Everybody sitting down?
Say it.
You get everybody sitting down?
I'm sitting down.
It's been a long time since we've had one of these games.
Uh-oh.
And this all makes sense in a minute. It's a divisional opponent. We seem to have played the Chargers on prime time quite a number of times.
Yeah.
It's a special night for Raider Nation. This is not the last game of the season, but I've been saying all damn broadcast, it's the last one under the lights in the House of Thrills. And I think this crowd, as we've seen all day, is going to show out. And this team's going to come out here with something to prove because this is a playoff game.
Yeah.
The implications are large. Right now, the Bills look like they're the 5th seed in the AFC playoff race. The Colts are in the 6th seed with the 5-3 record tonight.
Yeah.
Both us and the Los Angeles Chargers are chasing that, as well as fighting for a second place spot in the division and waiting to pounce in case anything seems to fall apart in KC. We want to stay in the running of everything, and it's a big game. And so, like I said, we haven't seen one of these games in a long time. I'm going to go out on a ledge, and I'm going to predict a 45-17 blowout for the Oakland Raiders tonight.
Oh, my God.
I'm gonna-
Okay,
That's
let's
a hot
slow
take
it
right
down.
there.
Let's slow it down. Look,
Wow.
if we win tonight, and the Colts lose on Sunday, then we're in that spot. We beat them, they won't get it. Even with the record, they don't have it. So,
all I'm saying is,
so
Raider Nation, you got a lot of people believing you now. The media is starting to say some good
I love
things.
you, Kenny.
If you want to make somebody
love
really
you, my
believe in
brother.
you on national TV prime time, that your last night here in Oakland, it's a one-night stand. Sorry, Chargers, you're not getting a text back tomorrow morning. I love you. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Bobby Wasabi, it's on you. Give us your prediction and send us off.
Wait. Just slow down for a minute.
Nobody
my
contested your pick. Nobody argued with
Wait,
you.
I didn't give you a score though. Wait,
Asterix.
hold on, Bobby. Let me give me 60 seconds. 60 seconds. All right, listen. All these hot takes y'all putting out tonight, that ain't going down like that. Look, I'm gonna bring it back to the reality of what we have right here. We got a dominant offense. That motherfucker score every time they get on the field. And I don't doubt that. It can score against any defense. When we beat the Chicago Bears, you know what I'm saying? I knew right then we could score against any goddamn defense.
The middle of this
league.
Chargers defense is
You know what
soft.
I'm saying?
Josh Jacobs is going to have a 45-yard touchdown tonight.
No, my
We're
brother.
going to jump
No,
on
no,
Phillip.
no,
We're going to
no,
jump
no,
on
no.
Phillip
Wait,
Rivers
wait,
early.
wait,
Watch for
wait.
Trayvon Mullen to get an interception.
45-17. It's not going to happen
45-17.
tonight. Okay, listen.
You already gave your take.
No, 2017. I didn't give you my.
I triggered my
score.
brother over here. My
But
brother's
he didn't
triggered.
Let me get my score in. No.
We're coming to you. We're coming to you.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a slower game than that. I think both teams want this.
Yeah.
I think both teams want this victory.
They
and
do.
I think both teams gonna try to. Well, I think the Chargers gonna try to show up.
Who
tonight.
wants it more tonight
I think,
at home?
And I think it's gonna be. We looking at 24-17 score.
I like that too.
The Raiders only scored 25 points a game.
If you can hold Phillip Rivers to 2 touchdowns, I like that. I like that.
24-17.
That's huge. It's huge.
But they only scored that much up
It's
until
because we
last
run the
week.
ball and chew up clock, man.
They
45.
only ran up that much until last week, though.
All right.
Right?
Here's my prediction. All right, everybody.
Times are changing, dog.
It's going to be 31-21, and we going to handle Phyllis Rivers. What's going to end up happening is that I've said this before, and y'all was next to me. Y'all was next to me when I said it, PJ.
Yeah.
That small school cat is going to make it happen for us, man. He's slowly been getting better and better, and he's going to come through right now. We've been saying it. Last primetime game right here. He knows he's got to make it shine, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone eyes on him, so PJ going to make it happen for damn sure. And one more thing, shout out to Travesuras out there.
What receiver is going to shine tonight? Is it going to be Tyrell Williams? Because we didn't talk about that today. Tyrell Williams is playing against his old team. You know what I'm saying? So is he going to ball out tonight? What receiver is going to ball out tonight? Zay Jones, Tyrell Williams, Keelan Doss.
Darren Waller, 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs, 1 touchdown. Tyrell Williams is going to find the end zone. The defense is going to put us in short field position tonight. Get on Phillip Rivers early and watch him fall down. Watch him fall down. Watch him fall down.
I'm ready.
I'm just saying, Phillip Rivers is a good quarterback, but when it goes bad for Phyllis, it goes real bad. And we're due, goddammit. And tonight's our night.
The defense is fucking due to
saying.
make some goddamn plays tonight. And I'm going Malcolm. I'm going Malcolm on you motherfuckers, and I'm going to tell y'all that the defense is due for some many motherfucking plays tonight. We ain't made no goddamn plays all year. We didn't have no stops. Zay Jones was motherfucking mic'd up, and when he saw the defense make a play, him and Aikman was very, very excited to see that shit. So going forward from here, we need to see the goddamn defense make a motherfucking play tonight and get some goddamn stops. And that's what the fuck I'm trying to say, because tonight is the night that we say we gonna make the fucking playoffs, and we don't if the defense don't make a goddamn play.
Now that's the bottom line,
Malcolm-
because Kane Dunn said so.
Malcolm A. Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Malcolm A. Jones.
That's right, dog. Hey, you made Malcolm
Let's
proud
see it,
right
man.
there, bro.
Anyways, guys.
wonderful,
Anyways,
man.
guys, we only got 2 more of these after tonight's game. Let's enjoy it. Bobby Wasabi, send us off, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody. So, como siempre aquí, este fue nuestro programa para esta semana. Y Asegúrense que escuchen cada semana y no tengan miedo de llamar para adentro también. Acuérdense, es el 408-909 PJFF. Y acuérdense que puede también agarrar el programa y si lo pueden bajar, está bien también. Este programa fue patrocinado por el DC4L.com. Ya se me fue la madre. Y aquí estamos con el Kenny Stapler, el Che y el Ken. Y aquí también el güey que no un poco pedo, Bobby Wasabi.
We love you, Bobby!
That's it for this week's show, folks.
Damn.
Tune in every week for the Pillaging Podcast, the #1 podcast of Raider Nation, a product of the Crow's Nest Podcast Network. My name's Kenny Stapler, joined as always by...
But your boy Che.
And your boy King!
Bobby Wasabi.
And we're really out here, y'all. We love you. Go Raiders. And we'll see you next time. Peace out.
Raiders!